Hello everybody and welcome back to Pirate Ninja Productions. My name's Proteus and this is episode 20 of DireWolf20. It's the double 20 episode. Please ignore that. As you can probably see, I've been doing some mana generation in between episodes. I did make some runes. I put them away so you can't actually see them at the moment. I did a little bit of rearrangement down here. So we now have 4 mana spreaders going to a lower down mana pool, which goes up, but gets fed up into this top mana pool. So I could actually remove this chisel and bits and put full blocks back. I'm not sure if I'm going to. And of course I added many more endo flames. And that actually needs to get filled in. Sure, andesite will do. The reason it needs to get filled in is because I'm actually going to have 2 droppers now, one over here and one over here, because the endo flames have a 3 block radius that they can pick fuel up in. So as far as they are apart right now, that is as far as they can be and still have this in the middle picking up stuff. So that is what we're going to start the episode by setting up. So what we're going to do is, as you can see, I have this little redstone comparator here. And what it does is it detects the full level of this mana pool. And what we're going to do is transfer that signal in a couple of ways. But first, we're going to build the other input section. So what I need for that is a couple of pressure plates. And let's go with spruce. I like spruce. And for the ground, I'm going to go with, for now, living rock. So I put one there, put that on it. And another there with that on it. And if I do one of these, okay, just going to clear out a nice large section back here, and then down, go down 3. I can always refill it in later. And now if I do that, you can see there is a living rock brick right there. And if I take some cobblestone and put it there, and do the same thing over here. And then I go in here and first put all of this junk away. And get myself some redstone. That can go away as well. You'll notice that if I drop something on there, that I have power to my redstone. So what we're going to do with that is actually move it up. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. Just do a little like that. And what we want is we want above this, excuse me. That'll do. One more. Actually might have been better to go from the ceiling. Like this. Can you do downwards? Doesn't look like you can. Count, offset, delay. There's a wrench from Cyclic, right? Let's find out if that will work. I don't think it will, I'm missing the wooden hoe. No, I was afraid of that. Alright, so if I put that in there, and do I have any buttons? I can make an oak button. And then just stick that there and oh, it requires power. Ew. Well, that's not ideal. So let's not do that one. That is simply a too bad. You guys can go away. We'll use you again later, maybe. Instead, we're going to go with the simpler method of making 2 hoppers and an open crate. So the open crate goes like that, and the hopper will go into the open crate, and then if I were to put some cobblestone in there and back away, I need to make another Magnolia. For now, I'm going to turn off my magnet. It's just dropping everything one by one. That's all it does. So what we want to do is we want to control when this hopper is activated. And the easiest way to do that is to use redstone. So if I get a redstone torch, stick it there, and then I put this in there, nothing happens. So now it's turned off. And I want it to stay off in its current state. We have 2 inputs to take into account. So we have the how full is the mana pool input, and then we have the mana spreader input as well. Not the mana spreader, the pressure plate. And in order to do this correctly, I want the analog lever here. And a full mana pool is a full 16. So how about a, we'll put it at, it's 15, not 16. We'll put it at 14. So it's almost full. Let's put it down a little bit just in case. So now that will tell the, actually, I don't know if that'll work in that angle. So if I put it like this, there we go. Put it at 12. So basically what happens now is the comparator will always output when this signal strength is stronger than 12. So when it gets to 13, it'll output. I want that output to disable the hopper. Okay. And how are we going to do this? I think I'm going to use ME interfaces. Partially because it's a little bit neater, and also partially because it's less wasteful of the resources that I have quite a few of them anyways. So you can go away, hopper can go into there, and then if I pick that up, let's ask for 2 ME interfaces. I'm very glad I did all of this auto crafting stuff earlier, because now when I'm trying to build less complex setups, I don't have to worry about, oh, do I have all the stuff? I always have all the stuff. Except when I'm working with new mods, like Britannia. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the interface like that. And now I want to test something. If I put that in there, a hopper cannot pull it out. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that hopper is turned off. Silly you. Try that again. It does work. Okay. You just have to, you know, not turn the hopper off. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do that, and we're going to have these both connected in and have them configured to keep one block of coal in at all times. And it will craft, it'll auto craft those, which means I need crafting cards. We'll make those up in a bit. But these interfaces will now supply these with coal. But only when the hopper is activated will it take coal out of the interface and drop it. And I don't want it dropping when there is anything on the pressure plate. So at the moment I want it to be on. Obviously it is off at the moment because of the torch. The way to fix that is to get some temporary blocks and build a little terribly ugly looking tower. In fact, I don't need to do it like that. I just need to build a little tower like this. That'll be mostly hidden. And then do every other block. That's not going to work. I'll make it work. Somehow. I know how I'll make it work. Every time you build a redstone circuit, you have to work with the peculiarities of whatever it is that you are working in, or the area that you are working in. So now, if I want 1, 2, 3 more redstone torches. Thank you. I'm going to do one of these, one of those, and one of those. So now the hopper is turned on and there's nothing on the pressure plate. Good. So now if I drop something on the pressure plate, the hopper will turn off quickly too, which is excellent. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a repeater. So 1 redstone repeater and 4 torches. And then put the repeater down there, put some cobble here, and then here, and then here, break, 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 and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now these are in the exact same position. And then comes the hard part. So right now these are both on, which means, yeah. So I need them to stay on until this turns off, or until they get signal from this or this. But this signal has to go to both mana pools. So I'm wondering if it would be best to go down and then over, or just go straight up, or straight over. Let's try going straight over first. So if I do a line like this, and I put down some redstone dust, that will automatically turn on. That's not what we want. But if I go down like that, and put that there, and then a repeater will this work if I put, let's get another torch. For not that. For testing, of course. So that turns it on. Excellent. Okay, good. It's not perfect, but it is, it works. Actually, I think it works pretty well. So do that. And then I need a repeater. Quickly. Thank you. And you can go away, and you can go away, and you can go away, and you can go away. Except I need that redstone. No, I don't. I need it. I might need the cobblestone. So that should work. It's not exactly pretty, but it should be a feasible solution. And honestly, I prefer feasible more than pretty. I just do need to remember that those have to stay whole blocks or else it won't work. So now, some Fluix cables. And I'll pretty this up later as well. Function and then form. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's half as many channels as it can handle without going kaplunk. So I need a crafting card, 2 of those, thank you. 1 more. I said 1. Great. Okay, good. Just slow, not broken. And then a block of coal, just 1. And then what I do is I go into this ME interface, stick a little crafting card in there, stick that in there, and then do the same thing over here. There's a bit of a delay, but that's okay. I can handle 2, and it's coal. I have so much coal that it really doesn't matter. But now you can see the mana flying, and you can see the redstone torches turning on and off. And you can see isn't that supposed to be... Oh, maybe it doesn't read directly from the lever. Did I figure that out before and just totally forget about it? Well, let's go take a look. Elevator here. Float over. I did. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to fix that then. It's not a huge deal at the moment, but it will become a huge deal if I start running low on coal, which is entirely possible. So if I remove that, add one of these over here, and then put this down, stick that there and that there. There we go. I just realized something else that I need to do is break that, put one of those there, and get another repeater. This will make sure that the signal actually makes it all the way to the end. Assuming I put it in the right orientation, of course. So now this will work. It's actually a very vanilla-ish setup. You've got all the vanilla redstone. Everything here is vanilla redstone except for the lever. And of course the input method is not vanilla, decidedly not vanilla at all. But it could be. You could have an automated system do this. It would be a lot messier, but at the moment it's not really necessary. This is something I would, yeah. So now you see that all of the endo flames are running. I've got my floating 2 coal blocks, which they don't last too long, so it should grab them before the 5 minutes is up. And the mana spreader is barely keeping up with the amount of mana coming in. In fact, it's really not keeping up at all. So I really need to get to work on the terrestrial agglomeration plate, which in fact, if this had been a little bit less, we would have already made. Kaboom. And now we must Terrasteel. It is I think it's living rock. Yeah, 5 living rock and 4 lapis. I don't know why it's doing that. I wonder if it's texture stuff. There, I don't actually need to visualize it. I just needed to look at it. Oh, don't you dare! Oh well. I was going to say, don't you dare eat my living wood, but it already did, I think. No, it didn't. Alright, so that means I need 4 blocks of lapis. I don't think lapis blocks... Oh, they are. 4 lapis blocks. And 5 living rock. So we do, in the 4 corners is the living rock. In the 4 centers is the lapis, and the very center is the living rock, and in the middle is the agglomeration plate. Then we take our nice little sparks, stick them there, and how do we make Terrasteel? It's mana pearl, mana diamond, mana steel, and a mana pearl. So let's just start with 1. So I've got a diamond, pearl, and I should have some mana steel already. Yes, I do. So if I just kind of drop and drop, and then go over here and float up a bit and go drop, 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 and just watch it go. Come on, you can do it. Okay, you're taking entirely too long. Sparkles are turning green. Everything's glowing. Terrasteel, Terrasteel. Can be used to make all sorts of fun stuff. Of course, I don't have any of the armor. I will need it for the Gaia Spirit ingots. Yes, I think we may, in fact, next episode be able to do the Gaia fight. That would be fun. Both Gaia fights, in fact. Unless there's a third one in the Alfheim. Yes. Oh. And you know what? We've still got some time left. So, what is next? The portal to Alfheim. We could start prepping for this. Yeah, we might be able to. So I need... Where is it? Here we go. At least 2 mana pools with Natura pylons directly above them will be needed within and blah 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 around the core. The initial activation of the portal would cost a huge amount of mana. Yeah. I believe... maybe, no, maybe it's not in there. I believe that the portal only uses bits of mana that where was I going with that? It only uses mana when it is being when the portal's being used after the initial, like, open up, I don't think it constantly drains it. It used to constantly drain power or mana from the pools in order to keep the portal open. But now I think it only does that when you throw items through it for a trade. But that we will have to see, because I'm definitely not going to be able to open it today, but we can craft all the materials needed, I believe, for it. Let's see. 8 living wood blocks, 3 glimmering living wood blocks, an elven gateway core, and 2 mana pools and a churro pylons. So let's make the gateway core first. I'm going to need some put all this away. We're going to turn this into nuggets, and got some living wood in here, and we need the elven gateway core. We need some glimmering living wood. How much of those did it say? 3. 3 of those. What else? And the churro pylons. Oh, something's freezing. So we'll go with pylon. And we do have the owl steel pylon, but we'll get to that later. First, I need 2 mana diamonds. I have so many resources that crafting these things isn't too difficult. Anything requiring huge amounts of mana, however, will be difficult because the mana generation is kind of honestly low at the moment. So Eyes of Ender. Do I have any Eyes of Ender? I do not, but I can craft 2 of them. There we go. So now I should be able to do that, and 1 and 2. Excellent. And then get a pool. I do like the fabulous mana pool. Shimmer Rock comes from Bifrost blocks, which comes from the Rod of Bifrost, which needs the portal open first. So we'll do that later. Do I not have any living work? Living. Oh, I only have. I see. Okay. It's fine. I've got plenty over here. So that is everything we will need to construct the Elven Gateway portal thing. I'm considering putting it up here. Because I think it would look nice to do that. And because, well, I could put it down here. It actually might be smarter to put it down here because this is where my mana generation is. But then I'm not using the top for anything yet, so we'll figure it out. I may set up a separate mana generation just for the portal, but then again I may not. However, that will all have to wait for the next episode, because even though it's a little bit short, there's not enough time to actually start what I want to start before we run out of time. And I'd rather prioritize actually getting the episode out and released instead of waiting for it to be perfect. So I am going to end that here, and next time we will come back and do some more Botania. But until then, I do hope that everyone enjoyed, and I'll see you later.